regulatory changes effectively.
Yeah.
They're even transparent about their challenges.
Are.
Let's talk about, like, the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Competition. The Indian fintech space is incredibly crowded.
It is. It's a very competitive market.
So how is Angel One differentiating itself from the pack?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
So the Indian fintech market is a battleground, right?
Yeah.
With new players emerging all the time.
Constantly.
But Angel One has a few key advantages.
Yeah.
First, their focus on that younger demographic, particularly in those tier 2 and 3 cities, really sets them apart. They're targeting a niche that's often overlooked by those traditional financial institutions. And their digital platform is another major differentiator. Incredibly user-friendly, constantly evolving, packed with features that appeal to a tech-savvy generation.
So they're not just offering a product, they're offering like an experience.
Exactly. They're creating an ecosystem, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
And let's not forget about their aggressive expansion into new business areas.
Right, they're not just a brokerage anymore.
Not at all. They're becoming a one-stop shop for all their clients' financial needs. From passive investing to wealth management, from insurance to credit products. The list goes on. So
they're building that comprehensive financial ecosystem.
They are.
That caters to a wide range of needs.
Exactly.
That's a bold strategy, but it seems to be working.
Yeah, I think it is. They're attracting a wider audience and building deeper relationships with their clients.
Yeah.
It's a smart move.
Okay, so they've got a clear target market, a strong digital platform, a comprehensive suite of offerings, a proven track record of success.
It's all there.
But what about the challenges they face?
Sure.
The fintech space is constantly evolving.
It is.
How are they staying ahead of the curve?
Well, I mean, one of their biggest challenges is the intense price competition. In that discount broking segment.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah. They need to find ways to remain competitive on pricing, but while still maintaining profitability.
Right. It's tough.
It is. Yeah. And investing in their growth initiatives.
So it's a constant balancing act.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
But what about the threat from those established players?
Right, yeah.
The traditional brokerage houses with deep pockets and vast resources.
Yeah, how are they going to compete with those guys?
That's a valid concern, but Angel One has a key advantage. Agility.
Okay.
They're not burdened by legacy systems and processes.
Right.
They can adapt quickly, innovate faster, and respond to changing market dynamics more effectively than those larger, more bureaucratic institutions.
Okay, so they're leveraging their size and their flexibility to their advantage.
To their advantage, yeah.
Okay, but what about those niche fintech players?
Okay.
You know, those startups that are like laser focused on specific segments like insurance tech or lending.
Right. Well, that's where their ecosystem strategy comes into play.
Okay.
By partnering with these niche players, integrating their services into their platform, they're able to offer a wider range of solutions without having to build everything in-house.
So they're turning potential competitors into collaborators.
Exactly. It's a smart move.
Yeah, really smart.
It allows them to stay focused on their core competencies.
Okay.
While still providing a comprehensive suite of services to their clients.
But let's not forget about, like, the regulatory landscape.
Right.
The financial services industry is heavily regulated.
It is.
And those regulations are constantly evolving.
Absolutely, yeah.
How are they navigating this complex environment?
So they've demonstrated a strong understanding of the regulatory landscape and a willingness to adapt quickly to changing rules.
Okay.
Their compliance track record has been impressive.
Okay.
And they've even turned some regulatory challenges, like those peak margin regulations we discussed earlier, into opportunities.
Okay, so they're not just like complying with the rules, they're using them to their advantage.
Exactly. They're turning a potential roadblock into a stepping stone.
Yeah, impressive.
Yeah, it shows a certain level of sophistication, I think.
Okay, so compliance is only one part of the equation.
Right.
What about risk management? The financial markets are inherently risky.
They are, yeah.
So how are they mitigating those risks?
So they have a robust, multi-layered risk management framework that addresses various types of risks. From market risk and credit risk to operational risk and regulatory risk.
Wow.
They're not taking any chances when it comes to protecting their clients' investments and their own business.
Okay, so they're taking risk management seriously.
Very seriously, yeah.
But let's talk about their financials. We've already touched on some key numbers.
Yeah.
I'm curious about their overall financial health.
Sure.
Are they profitable?
Yeah.
Are they sustainable?
So their financial performance has been impressive, to say the least. Yeah. Their revenue has been growing steadily. Their profitability is healthy. And their balance sheet is strong.
Okay, that's good.
They're clearly operating a sustainable and successful business.
Those are all good signs.
They are.
But let's not forget that past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results.
True.
What are the key factors that could impact their financial performance in the coming years?
Right. Well, I mean, as we've discussed, the Indian fintech market,
Yeah.
incredibly competitive, constantly evolving. Their future financial performance will depend on their ability to maintain their competitive edge, successfully execute their growth strategy, and navigate potential economic and regulatory challenges.
So they're not immune to external factors.
No businesses, really.
Right, but their strong track record, their innovative approach, their customer centricity, and their robust risk management practices give them a good foundation for continued success.
Absolutely. They're a well-managed company with a clear vision and a proven ability to adapt and thrive.
Yeah, it sounds like they're well-positioned for the future.
I think so, yeah.
But before we get ahead of ourselves,
sure,
let's take a closer look at the people behind the numbers. Tell me about their management team and their corporate governance practices.
So they have a strong and experienced management team with a proven track record of success in the financial services industry, led by Dinesh Thakkar, their chairman and managing director. They've assembled a team of seasoned professionals with expertise in technology, product development, sales and marketing, finance, risk management, you name it.
Okay, so they've got a well-rounded team with diverse skills.
Absolutely. It's a really impressive group of people.
But what about their corporate governance practices?
So their corporate governance practices are top-notch. They have a strong board of directors with a mix of independent and non-executive directors who provide oversight and guidance. Their board committees, including the audit committee, play an active role in ensuring transparency, accountability, and ethical conduct.
That's reassuring to hear.
Yeah, they're really committed to doing things the right way.
Beyond the numbers in the boardroom,
sure,
I'm curious about their culture and values.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like to work at Angel One?
Well, they've consistently been recognized as a great place to work. Receiving accolades for their employee-centric policies, their diversity and inclusion initiatives, and their commitment to fostering a culture of innovation and collaboration.
So they're not just focused on profits.
No.
They're really investing in their employees.
Absolutely.
Creating a positive work environment.
Yeah. I mean, they understand that happy and engaged employees lead to happy and engaged customers.
That's smart.
Yeah.
But are they walking the walk when it comes to diversity and inclusion?
Absolutely. Yeah. They've implemented various initiatives to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, including employee resource groups for women and LGBTQ+ employees. They're actively working to create a workplace where everyone feels valued and respected.
It sounds like they're building a company that's both successful and socially responsible.
I think that's a fair assessment.
But let's not forget about their core mission.
Sure.
Democratizing access to financial services.
Right.
Empowering individuals to achieve their financial goals.
Right. Yeah. That's at the heart of everything they do.
Yeah.
Their culture and values are deeply aligned with that mission. It's not just about making money.
Right.
It's about making a difference
Exactly.
in the lives of their clients and their employees.
Yeah, and it's a compelling vision that seems to be attracting both customers and employees.
It is.
But let's step back and look at the bigger picture.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground in the second part of our deep dive.
Yeah, we have.
What's the one key takeaway
you
think our listeners should remember?
I think the key takeaway here is that Angel One is a company that's doing things differently. They're challenging the status quo in the Indian financial services market, and they're doing it with a focus on innovation, customer centricity, and social responsibility.
Yeah.
They're a company to watch, and I believe they have the potential to truly transform the way people in India think about and manage their finances.
Well said.
Thank you.
Now let's take a break and come back for the final part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
Where we'll explore Angel One's long-term growth strategy.
Okay.
And their vision for the future of Indian fintech.
Looking forward to it.
We're back for the final part of our Angel One deep dive.
Time to look ahead.
We've covered their financials, their approach to client acquisition, all that good stuff.
They're really setting themselves apart.
Really not your average brokerage firm.
No, not at all.
What's their long-term game plan? What's their vision for the future of finance in India?
Well, I think they're thinking much bigger than just trading and investments.
Okay.
You know, their goal is to build a comprehensive financial ecosystem.
I like that. Building an ecosystem.
Right.
Sounds ambitious and forward-thinking.
Very much so.
But what does that actually look like in practice? What are the key elements of this ecosystem strategy?
Well, they're taking a multi-pronged approach.
Okay.
First, expanding their product offerings to cover a wider spectrum of financial needs.
Okay.
We already talked about their asset management company focused on passive investing, right?
Yeah.
Giving people easy access to index funds and ETFs.
Right, making it easier for people to invest in a diversified portfolio.
Yeah.
Without having to pick individual stocks or anything.
Exactly, taking the guesswork out of it.
What else are they doing to expand their offerings?
Well, they're also ramping up their wealth management services.
Okay.
Targeting high net worth individuals with personalized advice, investment strategies.
Yeah.
And they're not stopping there.
Okay.
They're getting into distributing mutual funds, insurance products, credit products, fixed income products, you name it.
There's a lot.
So
they really are aiming to be that one-stop shop for all things money-related.
They want to be your go-to for everything finance.
But with so many different products and services,
right?
How do they ensure they're not spreading themselves too thin?
That's a great question, and it's a valid concern, right?
Yeah.
But I think they're being very strategic about it.
Okay.
They're not just randomly adding products. They're carefully selecting offerings that align with their target audience's needs.
Okay.
Preferences.
Makes sense.
Remember, their core focus is on empowering younger, tech-savvy investors looking for convenient, digital-first solutions.
Makes perfect sense. Building an ecosystem that's really tailored to their specific customer base.
Exactly. It's all about understanding your audience.
But even with, the right products and services, you need a way to deliver them effectively, right?
You do.
How are they using technology to kind of create that seamless and integrated user experience?
Well, I think that's the second prong of their strategy. Leveraging technology to make everything as smooth and intuitive as possible.
Okay.
They're investing heavily in their digital platforms, making them user-friendly, capable of handling a wide range of financial transactions.
So, whether you're buying stocks, investing in a mutual fund, applying for a loan,
all in one place.
It can all happen.
Yeah.
In a single unified platform.
Exactly. It's all about convenience.
Yeah, that's really convenient.
It is. And I think that's what, customers are looking for these days, that ease of use.
But they're going a step further by using data analytics to actually personalize the user experience.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
So, they're tracking customer behavior, understanding their preferences, and then using that information to provide customized recommendations, alerts, insights, things like that.
Yeah, like having a personal financial assistant built right into the platform.
Right.
It anticipates your needs.
Exactly. So it makes the ecosystem feel like it's designed specifically for each individual user.
Right. That's the goal.
But even with the best technology and the most personalized experience, there's limits to what a single company can offer, right? Yeah. How are they addressing that?
Well, that brings us to the third prong of their strategy.
Right.
Building a strong network of partners to expand their ecosystem's reach and capabilities.
So it's not about building everything in-house.
No, it's about strategically partnering with others to create a more comprehensive and diverse ecosystem.
Makes sense.
So collaborating with other fintech companies, financial institutions, even non-financial businesses.
Interesting.
To integrate their services into Angel One's platform.
So they're turning potential competitors into collaborators.
Exactly. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
But with so many moving parts and different partners involved, how do they ensure that everything works together smoothly?
Well, that's the key challenge, and it's something they're actively addressing. They're investing in robust APIs, integration technologies to connect all the different pieces of the ecosystem and ensure a seamless user experience. They're also being very selective about their partners.
Okay, so really vetting these companies.
Absolutely, making sure that they share Angel One's vision and values.
Yeah, so it's like an open platform that allows other companies to plug into their infrastructure, reach a wider audience.
Right.
but still maintaining control over the overall user experience.
You want to make sure it's a cohesive experience for the user.
With all this talk about ecosystems and partnerships, it's easy to lose sight of the individual investor, right?
Sure. So
how does all of this actually benefit the people who use Angel One's platform?
Well, I think ultimately their goal is to empower individuals to take control of their finances, achieve their financial goals, whatever those goals may be.
Makes sense.
By providing access to a wide range of products and services, personalized guidance, a seamless digital experience. They're removing the traditional barriers to investing and financial planning.
So whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out,
doesn't matter.
Angel One wants to be your trusted partner on your financial journey.
Yeah, they want to be with you every step of the way.
But is this vision of a holistic financial ecosystem realistic? Or is this just hype?
Well, I mean, I believe there's tremendous potential here, especially in a market like India, where financial literacy is still relatively low and access to financial services is often limited. So Angel One is tapping into a huge unmet need. And they're doing it with a combination of innovative technology, strategic partnerships, and a deep understanding of their target market.
I'm getting excited about the possibilities here.
Yeah, there's a lot to be excited about.
But building a successful ecosystem is complex and challenging.
It is, absolutely.
What are some of the potential roadblocks they might face?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is managing complexity. You know, with so many different products, services, partners, technologies involved, it's crucial to ensure everything works together seamlessly.
It's a lot of moving pieces.
It is. And the user experience has to remain intuitive and user-friendly.
Oh, it's a balancing act between adding new features and functionality while maintaining simplicity and ease of use.
Can't overwhelm the user.
And they also need to be mindful of data security and privacy. As they gather more data about their users, their financial habits, they need to ensure that that data is protected and used responsibly.
Absolutely. That's paramount in today's world.
What other challenges do they face?
Well, I think navigating the regulatory landscape, which can be quite complex and ever-changing.
Particularly in financial services.
Exactly. So they need to ensure all their offerings are compliant with existing regulations.
And that they're prepared for any future regulatory changes.
So they need to be agile and adaptable, both in terms of technology and regulatory compliance.
Absolutely. It's a two-pronged approach.
And then, of course, we can't forget about competition.
Always lurking.
The fintech space is, incredibly dynamic.
It is,
New players emerging all the time.
Constantly.
How can Angel One stay ahead of the curve?
Well, I think they need to constantly innovate. Anticipate changing customer needs. Be willing to experiment with new technologies and business models.
It's like a constant evolution.
It is. It's a never-ending process.
And they also need to maintain their focus on customer centricity.
That's key.
Making sure that everything they do is designed to make their customers' lives easier. And their financial journeys more successful.
I think that's a good way to put it.
So it's about finding that balance between innovation, execution, and customer focus. It's a delicate balance, but I think Angel One is doing a good job of it.
Based on what we've discussed today, it seems like they've got a solid plan in place.
They seem to have thought this through. It's not just, a random assortment of ideas.
They've got the capabilities to execute it effectively.
It's all there.
So I'm convinced Angel One is a company to watch.
Definitely.
And I'm eager to see how their ecosystem evolves in the coming years.
I think it'll be very interesting to see what they do next.
Me too. Well, I think that brings us to the end of our Angel One deep dive.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. So as we wrap up, what are the key takeaways you want our listeners to remember about Angel One?
Well, I think first and foremost, Angel One is not just another brokerage firm. They're a technology-driven company with a vision to disrupt the Indian financial services market and empower a new generation of investors. They're building an ecosystem that goes beyond just trading, offering a wide range of financial products and services, all within a seamless and personalized digital experience.
Makes sense.
They're truly embracing the future of finance, and they're doing it with a focus on innovation, customer centricity, and social responsibility.
It's an inspiring story.
It is.
Of a company that's not afraid to, challenge the status quo
Yeah.
and push the boundaries of what's possible.
Yeah, they're not afraid to take risks and try new things.
And the financial services industry.
It's really pushing the envelope.
Exactly. And while they face challenges, like any growing company,
of course,
they have a strong track record.
Yeah.
A talented leadership team.
Absolutely.
A robust risk management framework that gives them a solid foundation for success.
They've got all the pieces in place.
Okay, so they're a company with a bright future.
I think so.
As we conclude this deep dive,
Yeah.
what's the one final thought you want to leave our listener with?
Keep an eye on Angel One.
They're a company that's shaping the future of Indian fintech. Their story is just beginning.
Well said. And on that note, we'll wrap up our Angel One deep dive. Thanks for joining us on this journey.
It's been a pleasure.